If you're like most organizations, you're drowning in data. You have to make important decisions, but the information you need is buried in spreadsheets, PowerPoint, emails, and all kinds of databases. Think of all the time you spend putting together the big picture. Now imagine what you'd do with that time if you had one central place to go for all your performance data. You'd definitely get more things done, and you might even make it home a little earlier for dinner. The question is, how do you get from here to here? If you stick with me for the next 3 minutes, I'll show you what organizations like Starbucks Canada and the US Army have already discovered. So let's start from scratch. Imagine that you're building the perfect software to track all your performance data. What does it look like? Well, you'd probably start by collecting all your data and organizing it into one spot. You could browse through an org tree on the left, and then on the right, you'd see how everything is performing for each organization. If you wanted more information on something, like output per person, you could just click and drill down. And now the real fun begins. You've got all your organization's data in one spot, so what do you want to do with it? Well, how about dashboards? Imagine having a blank canvas that you can use to build whatever you want. You could add WOBs for all kinds of things like charts and graphs, speedometers, gauges, text. It'd be a lot like PowerPoint, except for that everything would be updated based on the live data in the software. You'd also want to be able to export everything too. I bet this dashboard would look pretty good in PowerPoint. What else would you want to do with the data? Well, dashboards are great for seeing performance at a glance, but they only show you things that you explicitly add. It'd be handy to be able to run reports to discover new areas to keep an eye on. For example, I'd like to see all the red metrics across all organizations. Or how about all the metrics that are trending downward? With software like this, you'd be able to create a real culture of accountability. Senior management could look at an org chart, see who isn't performing, and drill down for more information. Shift managers could see exactly what machines were down or that the third shift really pulled through yesterday. There'd be no more hiding and no more fudging of numbers. I'm sure I don't need to tell you, but we've already made the software I'm talking about. It's called Scoreboard. It's simple, powerful, and incredibly easy to use. Even better, it's 100% web-based, which means that there's no software to install and you could log on anywhere with a web browser. If you're interested by what you've heard so far, let us know, and we'll set you up with a free trial on one of our web servers.